Have you heard of TAO Bittensor, or maybe you are totally confused about it? In today's video I'm gonna explain it clearly and in a simple way. By the end of the video you will understand why some people call TAO Bittensor the Bitcoin of AI and why it could become one of the most important assets in the next 10 years. So, what is TAO Bittensor? Simply is a decentralized network that incentivizes the creation of intelligence. Unlike Bitcoin, where you spend computational power to secure the network, but then all that energy is wasted, with TAO Bittensor you use all that computational power to create intelligence and solve real-world problems. This is how TAO Bittensor differs from centralized companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google. In these centralized companies, they control artificial intelligence, which is the biggest technology disruptor we had in the last 20 years. With TAO Bittensor, everything is open, permissionless. If you have Wi-Fi and you have a good AI model, you can contribute to the network. Simply like that. To understand TAO Bittensor, you need to look at three different layers. You have subnets, validators, and miners. So subnets are like decentralized companies that are trying to solve real-world problems. They could be aiming for trading, inference, image generation, anything you can think about. Then miners are the ones that are trying to solve these problems by providing artificial intelligence. And then you have validators that are the ones that are looking at the work provided by miners and saying if it's good or not. Simply like that. Now let's look at the tokenomics of TAO. Tokenomics are basically the economy of a crypto. So in this case, TAO is very similar to Bitcoin. 21 million fixed supply, 7,200 TAOs are emitted every single day to subsidize subnets. Without the emissions, subnets can survive. TAO is going to have a halving similar to Bitcoin, in this case in 2026, where 50% of the emissions will be cut in half. One of the main criticisms about TAO Bittensor is that they have high emissions, high inflation, but if you look at it, actually it's not a bug, it's a feature, because the high emissions for TAO allow subnets to survive. Now let's speak about the thing that excites me the most about TAO. It's called dynamic TAO. This is an upgrade that happened in February. In this way, subnets now become their own franchise, in the sense that they have their own subnet token, they have their own governance, and now each one of us can participate in the TAO ecosystem by buying subnets. Subnets are like decentralized companies, but now you can actually buy the companies inside of TAO. Before dynamic TAO, none of us could participate in the TAO ecosystem. You couldn't buy the subnets. Now actually you can be a participant by buying the one of 100 subnets that TAO has. In the future, TAO will have thousands of subnets, so just imagine TAO will be like Google, and then the subnets will be like the applications inside of Google. Now I'm gonna give you a real-world example of a subnet inside of TAO. In this case, Shoots subnet 64. This is the #1 subnet at the moment. You can think of Shoots like a decentralized AI supercomputer where developers can run their own AI models without servers or cloud accounts. You can think of AWS or Google Cloud, but instead of being powered by a centralized company, it's powered by TAO Bittensor. This is how Shoots works. You upload your AI model and then Shoots takes care of scaling it, running it, and rewarding if your AI model is good. Shoots is already outcompeting some centralized companies that are worth billions. So if you look at Shoots, one subnet on TAO that could be worth billions, you can see that TAO in the future could be worth trillion, because you're going to have 100 subnets that probably are going to be worth 1 billion. As the demand for artificial intelligence keeps growing and integrated with all the industries in the world, healthcare, finance, sports, the demand for decentralized, censorship resistance companies like subnets on TAO, it will increase exponentially. This is the flywheel effect for TAO, that it will make it a $1 trillion asset in the next 10 years. As the demand for subnets increases, more TAO is staked in the TAO economy. In order to buy subnets, you need to have TAO, and if you want to sell subnets, you sell to TAO. So TAO always benefits with more subnets. With the price increase of TAO, you're gonna have more miners, validators, and more quality subnets. With time, TAO Bittensor will become more valuable than Google, OpenAI, Meta, because we'll have better models, better subnets, and anyone in the world can contribute and make it better, while decentralized companies only have access to a plethora of people. With TAO you can access the entire world. And this is how TAO becomes as big as Bitcoin and a $1 trillion asset. Just imagine you're gonna have thousands of subnets, millions of AI models, billions in value. TAO will become the infrastructure of artificial intelligence. Everyone in the world will know about TAO. If this video was valuable for you, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to become a pro with crypto, make sure you join my community, links below, and see you next time.